And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Offense set on first down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
2nd and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. And the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. The run from the shotgun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
To throw, it's Sanders. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the 2-point try. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score. Colorado 6, Louisville 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Shuck. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out on the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Louisville. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Colorado offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's looking on the right side.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Louisville 7, Colorado 6.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. Pressure coming. It's complete. And the elevates over his man.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They want to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. This time it's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And the defense finally makes a stop after the sweet run and good gain.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Here we go. Got it behind the line. It's Lacy. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. about to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Pass on the way in. It's picked off.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to run for it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Getting some heat. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Louisville 17, Colorado 12.
And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half.
Get this one away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Back to pass, it's Shuck. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third down, going up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the right. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Offense gets set for second down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
How great is it to be an offensive coordinator having a quarterback like this? Because he can go and generate first downs with you throwing the ball and running the ball. It seems like there's nothing this kid can't do.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Louisville 17, Colorado 12.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Motion from the offense. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. To the air, it's Shuck. They'll run the screen. Touchdown Cardinals. What a catch and run for 6.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. The play action fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw at Sanders. Got his man in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Defense playing a bail technique. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. Oh, big juke to get past. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a first down for the offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time he's got it. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for